Recently, I've been craving a lot of Indian food, but I wanted to try something different. Today, I'll be making butter chicken, but with a twist. Let's get into it. Today is a very special episode. This is the most ingredient-rich video I will probably ever make. This is specially made for my mom to show her that I'm competent in making Indian food. My mom usually thinks this is me, but I'm gonna show her today that it is me, but I can make butter chicken. Have you seen a jacked cat like this? See this? I always twerk in these videos. I think I have to see a doctor. First off, we're gonna start off with marinating the chicken because you're supposed to leave the chicken for 30 minutes in the fridge. And until that is marinating, we're gonna prepare all the other stuff. I'm already getting an aneurysm looking at all these ingredients and how I'll have to go through all of them, but let's go. I made it look aesthetically pleasing for the video so that the set looks amazing, and I also got some B-roll shots that you saw. Now I'm gonna ruin everything. So we're gonna start off with marinating the chicken. It's quite simple actually. You need full fat yogurt, you need chicken, kosher salt, not sure if this is kosher or not, and we need, is it already time to make the Indian joke? We need garam masala. The biggest reason why I don't make Indian food is because of this. You need 50 different ingredients. The cooking time is approximately 7 business days, but the taste is good. So sometimes it do be worth it. Bowl. Scale. The possessed ass scale. I just put it down and somehow it's at 450 milliliters. Do you see that? There's nothing on it. Okay. 240 grams of full fat yogurt. Don't smell it. I'm sorry. Okay. 242 grams of full fat yogurt. Now the next step is to put garam masala. 15 grams of it into this marination nation. Okay, 15 grams. It's stuck at 0. Look, it's not going up, the piece of. Then we have 15 grams of kosher salt, non-halal. Dude, I don't even know. The weight scale is not going up. Oh, 3? What? I don't know my grams like that. This weight machine is as good as my cooking skills. Jesus Christ. Yes. There's a fun story about me and butter chicken. During my internship 2 months ago, there was this woman who I was assisting with some IT stuff because that's what my internship is about. I was telling her about myself and how I'm from India, and she started calling me butter chicken. I kid you not. She was like, "Oh my God, so you're butter chicken? Do you want to be pilot?" Like, I got racially abused. I couldn't even report her to HR because she was from HR. Now, I've never actually used, these are chicken thigh fillets, and apparently they absorb fat and texture and moisture and taste a lot better than regular chicken breast, which is the reason we copped them. We have to now thinly slice them into small pieces so that we can put it in the marination nation. I am a bit worried that it looks a bit browner than it should, but it's okay. We love brown. It's gonna take a while, chat. Now, this is, I think, my 6th or 7th cooking video that I'm doing on this channel. And the only time I have done an Indian meal was, I think, once with my mom, where I made my favorite Indian dish. But since then, I've never made an Indian dish, especially on the channel. So that's also the reason why we're doing this today. There's just a lot of shit on this that I feel like shouldn't be on this. Like, the fuck is this meat, bro? Like, how are you supposed to cut this? Every butcher in the world watching this right now is probably screaming at their screens because I'm probably getting rid of some very useful macronutrients or fats that will enrich the dish, but I'm just throwing them away. I low-key want to see my mom's reaction to how I'm making this. She's probably screaming at her screen right now as well. Anish, that's not how you make butter chicken, son. Yeah, that. Jesus. I think I just threw away 300 grams of chicken. Okay, I've been cutting that piece of chicken for 30 minutes and now I'm finally done. I think we have a good proportion of chicken to marination, which I love to see. We're just gonna mix this bad boy until it picks up all the flavors, all the juiciness, all the tenderness, because we want our butter chicken to be buttery. We want the meat to be delicious. We want the meat to be tender, soft like a baby's bottom. And it needs to just, in our mouth, it needs to, okay. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a good marination of a chicken. That will now go into the fridge for 30 minutes. Now, until the chicken is marinating, I need to prep all the other stuff, which is the ingredients for the gravy. Okay, chopping board, washed. Now we need to cut up some tomatoes for the tomato puree that's going to be going in the gravy. That's the main ingredient that we need. Tomatinho bombardino. Fun fact, if you want to make literally any Indian dish, make sure to have half a kilo of tomatoes and ginger garlic paste. Then you can literally make anything in the world. Last tomato. I do gotta say, I do not miss chopping vegetables or tomatoes in general. This is just so tedious and long to do. Okie dokie, that is the last tomato done. Now we need to put it in a blender. I've had this blender for the last 3 years because when I initially moved in here, my mom used to think that her good son will be making Indian food literally every day because he'll be homesick. You can see it's literally collected dust. I've used it a total of 3 times in the 3 years that I've lived here because I did this once. I was like, ain't no way I'm gonna be doing this every day. Okay, the top goes on top. The fuck? Did someone say make it loud? Wow, tomato paste. How beautiful and red. The tomatoes are actually straight from Italy. Don't quote me on that. Now, the next step is to cut up the garlic, the ginger, and I'm lazy, so I already bought pre-cut onion, so I don't have to do anything with that. And those will be the last 3 things we have to cut. Bang. Oh, let me move this f***ing octopus head. Jesus Christ, this is as big as my head was when I came out of my mother's womb. I was a C-section, by the way. Can I recreate this pose? So call up my name. Okay. Apparently we need 6 garlic cloves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What's going on? Bro! I'm actually about to just f someone. Cool. That took me a total of 2 business days, but we're back. We have 10 more minutes left on the marination of the chicken. Obviously, I know that the more you leave it, the better the taste is. It is recommended to leave it overnight, but I'm not doing a sleepover with you guys. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna leave it for the recommended minimum time, which is 30 minutes. I'm gonna chop the garlic into fine, small little pieces, and then we'll have to chop some ginger. Ingredients are ready here, and now we'll just put the onions. We should be good to go. Now this is where the most interesting part comes because we're done with the chopping, we're done with the marination, and now we have to make the butter chicken itself. Hey yo, marination reveal. Bang. Oil up, buddy. Hello, this is Microsoft Tech Support. How can I help? This is the part that it probably gets cut out of the video where you just wait for the pan to heat up and the cameraman is just zooming into your face for no reason and going to spots where they shouldn't be. Let's try putting in the first piece of chicken to see if the pan is ready. I think that's good. Why are those pieces so small? What the f happened? Did the chicken disintegrate when it was marinating? Yeah, f that. Right. That is our first batch in. We still have a little bit of chicken to go, as you can see, but we'll wait for all of those to be done. Now, you're not supposed to cook them through fully yet because they're still gonna get cooked more when we're gonna be making the gravy. So we need to cook them approximately up to like 80%. Oh my God. Why does that actually look good? Yes, sorry. I mean, that's what it was supposed to, right? Okay. Let's put the first batch of chicken out. Wait. I can't figure out what is marination and what is the meat itself, because the pieces are so tiny. I wonder where all the other big pieces went. I think I just threw away like 300 grams of chicken. Come on, Chirag, be more content, you wake up. Sorry. Oh, it's off my titties. It's off my titties. Flipperooski again. This is perfect. They're supposed to be like brownish, charcoalish, because they're still gonna be cooking. Did you just zoom in when I said brown? Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is throw out a little bit of the oil, because we don't need that much. Because now we're gonna be making the actual gravy, the best part. First things first, onions. Second thing that goes in, ginger. And the final thing that goes in, for now, garlic. Now the gravy itself takes a long time because the onions, the garlics, and the ginger that you see right now, by the time I put in the tomato gravy, they're supposed to not be there. So it's just kind of mixy. So it's just supposed to become a mush, okay? That's the point of the story, because no one wants to be eating raw onions in their meat. I think I might have messed up a little bit by chopping the onions the long way. They were supposed to be finely chopped. There's a reason I'm not a chef. I always try my best. No matter what you do, that's what my mother always taught me. Try your best. If you prepared your all, if you gave it your all, and if you're proud of what you did, even if you didn't achieve something, that's fine, because you tried your best, which is what I've been doing for the last 21 years of my life. Right, we've been waiting for these onions to caramelize for the last 5 minutes or so, and I think they are good to go. The next step of the process is to put in the bunch of spices that we have, starting off by mild paprika. 2 tablespoons, we're just gonna shoot the bullet. Then we have grounded cumin. Then we have our favorite, garam masala. And then finally, I know it says kurkuma, but kurkuma in Dutch is turmeric powder. Fun fact, they use turmeric in like functions, in like wedding functions. So they do like haldi party, and then they mix this with water, and then they put it on your face. Now let's mix all these bad boys. It is already smelling a lot better, which is what you want in Indian stuff. You need it to be aromatic, you need it to be arrogant. You need to be auspicious. Now we let that simmer for a little bit more, and then we will do the main event, which is the tomato paste. Well, do you guys know what would Ed Sheeran sound like if he was Indian? I'm in love with the shape of you, pushing through like a traumatic. Last night you were in my room. Now my bed sheets smell like kurkuma. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now my bed sheets smell like kurkuma. Ooh, ooh. Please just work. Please just work. If God is good, this will work. I've never felt so uncomfortable / unconfident making a dish than right now, because there's 50 different factors you have to take into consideration. 20 different ingredients that have to be perfect. Right, I have been waiting for this gravy to thicken up for the last 15 minutes because I had so much oil and water in it. Now we're gonna put in the main event, which is the chicken. Yeah, I've put a lid on top of the chicken so that we can reduce the gravy and the chicken can also cook. All of the things can just combine. And until then, I will just clean up some of the stuff that I don't need here. Now, until we're still making that and we're pretty much almost done, I'm also gonna prep the weirdest burger in the world. Grab our doomed toaster that gets a lot of hate for no reason. If you're wondering why there's no top POV, I have run out of storage on my phone. So I'm getting a camera soon, so don't worry, please. Let's check on the chicken. Whoa, Jesus Christ. I think we turned down the heat to medium, and then we're gonna put in the final ingredients, which is, first of all, cream. Wow, you can see all the oil just coming up, like help me. This is now supposed to simmer for 3 to 5 minutes on medium heat. until all the sauces are just combined and they just have a good time between themselves. Until that simmers, I'm gonna be prepping the burger. These buns may be big, but they ain't as big as my buns. Now, as for the burger, we're gonna keep it very, very simple. We're just gonna put cheese, a little bit of lettuce, and then the butter chicken on top of it. We've just toasted the buns with a little bit of butter so that it's rich. We are almost done. What I'm gonna do is finish prepping all this, and I'll see you back again, as we always do, with the taste test. See you there. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 hours of cooking, we are finally here. The butter chicken burger. I'm very excited. I've worked 2 hours for this, so it better be good. Yo! Who made this? Yo, who made this? I'm not even exaggerating for the video, but this is genuinely the best dish I've made. I'm really happy that I was patient enough to leave the gravy to simmer and boil and all of that, even though it's very annoying and tedious to be standing there for 10-15 minutes doing nothing. It's creamy, the chicken is cooked, but it's also soft and tender. So I think that is what we were looking for. The only criticism I have towards this is that I think I put a little bit too much garam masala, but that's fine. Because for my first time making butter chicken, I think I've done an absolute madness. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been it. That was definitely one of the longest videos I've shot, or probably even one of the longest videos on the channel. I don't know. We'll see after the edit. The butter chicken recipe was inspired by Joshua Wiseman. The burger was myself. That's been it for this week's video, and I hope to see you in the next one. I just see under the